Hello everyone, I'm Cyril and I wanted to make a quick update. Two changes have been made to the current code. First of all, I used to have two wrapper functions for backtrack chords that were getFirstChord and getNextChords. The idea behind those is that they would prepare the data structures, enforce rules, and then finally call on get the valid nodes and then call backtrack chords to generate all possible valid chords. The only difference between those two is that the getFirstChords function obviously operated on the first chord of each progression, and really the only difference between those two functions was this line. So data state current chord equals proc state results, blah blah blah, because what this line does is it assigns the last generated chord from the previous chord to this value current chord. This will then be used to test to run tests that require two chords. So checking for parallel fifths, checking for parallel octaves, things like that. To run those tests, you need to run them against a previous chord. So this was a very obvious change to make. So now I only have getChords, and if I is bigger than 0, then we get the current chord. Otherwise, if I is equal to 0, then there's no previous chord because it's still the first chord of the progression. Right, so what else? HarmonizeProg. HarmonizeProg is a lot leaner now, a lot cleaner. It was really chunky and really messy, and because what I did was to break its functionality into a series of handler functions like init data, handle results, handle sustain, handle backtrack, and so on. So it's a lot more organized now. So what was the second thing I changed now is that whenever we have one chord progression, a single chord, so it backtrackProg does not get called. It's a really expensive function, and to call it just for the sake of one single chord, it doesn't really make much sense. So if prog state, if size is equal to 1, then we get the cipher because we need the reference for the cipher for the chord symbol, and then we directly call getChords to get those chords. And one cool thing though is this allows me to use the choose method. So since this function returns all valid chords that the backtracking algorithm is able to build, I get to choose from a number of valid chords that have been created. So it brings a bit more diversity into this whole thing, and we can test it. So I have a C minor chord here with duration. Duration isn't really important in a situation like this, but if I call it, we can see that the chords are different each time. And for the sake of experimentation, I built a little routine with two really sucky synths. But synth building is not something I'm strong at. I'm learning. I'll get there. But I simply wanted to experiment and do a little test. So I have this sequence of chords. This will be fed one at a time to HarmonizeProg, which will trigger the condition for building a single chord only and not a full progression. and the HarmonizeProg will be called inside a loop one time for each chord. And this is just a little bass to go with the chords. So I'm hoping for a waltz-like type of effect. So let's see how that goes. I can get a post line here just to so we can see the chords being generated. So something fun. Also, the output format is a little bit different. So usually it outputs multi-dimensional array that has two inner arrays, one for MIDI notes and the other one for durations, and then these two have an inner array in themselves for each voice. Sorry about the messy explanation. G minor. Let's do a 2-chord progression and see. Yeah, this has the sustain to true, so they're different. But this is durations. This is MIDI notes, sorry, and this is durations. And the reason they're different it's because we have a common tone. So this note here on the alto has twice the duration because it's being sustained. It's this 55. But this is a per voice type of output, and this is a per chord type of output. So this is a single chord, all voices, bass. So bass, tenor, alto, and soprano. So those were the updates for today. Hope everyone's doing well. If you find this project interesting, consider subscribing and leaving a like and making a comment. It would really help me out. I'm new to the YouTube game, so I'm still learning how to manage video making and things like that. It's all a bit strange still. But yeah, that's it for today. So all the best to everyone. See you in the next video, and yeah, that's it.